Don't move to Arlington, Virginia until you know this. You see, everyone says Arlington, Virginia is one of the best places in Northern Virginia, but it is not the right fit for everyone. We're going to talk about who Arlington is a great fit for, who may regret moving here, and the honest pros and cons you should know before making one of the biggest decisions of your life. And stay tuned till the end, where you'll learn where you might want to look instead if Arlington isn't the best fit for you. So Arlington, Virginia, it's consistently ranked as one of the best places to live in all of Northern Virginia. It has great schools, a strong job market, walkable neighborhoods, metro access, restaurants, parks, and it's just minutes from Washington, D.C. But here's the truth. Arlington is not the right fit for everyone. In fact, one of the biggest mistakes I see people making is assuming Arlington is automatically the best choice simply because it's popular. The real question isn't whether Arlington is a great place to live. The real question is Arlington the right place for you? By the way, if we haven't met, I'm Norm. I help buyers, sellers, investors make smart real estate decisions across Arlington and Northern Virginia. My goal with this channel is to give you the honest local insight you need before making a move. Let's get started. So before we talk about neighborhoods or schools or housing prices, let's answer the most important question. Who is Arlington actually best for? And Arlington tends to be a great fit for people who value convenience. If you want to be close to Washington, D.C., major employers, airports, restaurants, entertainment, public transportation, or schools are important, Arlington is hard to beat. Many residents can walk to coffee shops, grocery stores, restaurants, parks, and even work on a daily basis. For professionals who commute into DC, Tysons, Arlington offers some of the shortest commute times in the entire region. It's also a popular choice for people who want an active lifestyle. Whether it's biking the WNOD trail, spending time in the neighborhood parks, attending local events, or simply walking to dinner instead of driving, Arlington offers a lifestyle that many people are looking for specifically. And that's a huge quality of life advantage. Instead of spending your time in the car or the metro, you get your time back that you can spend with family, friends, or even on yourself. Neighborhoods like Clarendon, Ballston, Virginia Square, Roslyn, Crystal City, they all have become incredibly desirable. That's because residents can accomplish much of their daily routine without getting in a car. So families are also drawn here because of the strong public school system. And there are a variety of youth activities, sports, libraries, strong sense of community. Arlington schools are a major reason many families consider this area, and they have a strong reputation across Northern Virginia and frankly the entire country. For many buyers, Arlington offers something that's difficult to find elsewhere. It's that blend of urban convenience with the suburban living feeling. So you can have a lively restaurant scene a few blocks away while still living on a quiet, tree-lined street. And finally, Arlington consistently attracts investment, redevelopment, and there's a strong buyer demand, which has historically helped support property values over time. But now let's talk about the downsides, because every place has them. And the biggest challenge for many buyers right here is the price. Arlington is one of the most expensive housing markets in Virginia, certainly in Northern Virginia and the entire country. Many buyers are surprised at how much less house they get here compared to nearby areas like Fairfax, Springfield, Burke, or parts of western Fairfax County. The second challenge is the lot size and housing options. If you're dreaming of a large backyard and a 3-car garage, plenty of space between your home and the neighbor's home, Arlington may not be your best option. Many times clients from out of the area hear about Arlington, they want to be here in Arlington, then those buyers find out some of the trade-offs. For example, if you want a bathroom en suite to your primary bedroom, those don't always exist at every price point. You see, much of the housing inventory here in Arlington was built around 1950, and that kind of floor plan wasn't popular. If you want a bathroom on the main level, maybe. Again, it just wasn't popular in the 50s. Another thing to share is there's a limited supply of new construction homes. See, most of the land here has something already built on it. So that means there are no big developments coming. There are no, we just put in 20, 30, 40, 100 homes into the area. There's no subdivisions like that. New construction here is top tier, and many of those homes are built by taking down an older home or something in disrepair and building new from the ground up. Those homes come online from the tear down, build new construction process. And many of the homes here, they sit on relatively small lots compared to the surrounding suburban communities. You'll see and hear from your neighbors out in Fairfax. We're on smaller lots, but that just means you're closer to the action. Let me tell you about the traffic, because the traffic here can be super frustrating. While Arlington offers great access to major roads, Interstate 66, I-395, Metro, other parts of transit, it does tend to attract a lot of people. Rush hour congestion can be something to deal with. It's significant, especially around the key corridors and commuter routes. And don't forget this is a tourism hotspot. You want to think about Arlington National Cemetery, the Pentagon, the Air Force Memorial. There's lots to see and do around tradition and history here in Arlington. Those landmarks, they really bring in a ton of visitors. And those visitors, I guarantee it, they're going to be unfamiliar with the local roads and the driving patterns. Not to mention, there's occasional motorcades. Traffic is stopped, blocked, or something unique. And that does happen from time to time. Whether it's the president or another head of state, get ready for some unique traffic patterns. Road closures are common. Take note, there's also a lot of bicycle and pedestrian and foot traffic in these urban corridors. Keep a lookout. Another thing is this, the parking also can be challenging in some neighborhoods, particularly in the more urban areas. Parking often comes with a cost, whether you're parking at a parking meter, a parking garage. Plan time to find parking when setting your daily schedule. Allow time for that commute and time to secure parking. Let me ask you this, when was the last time you parallel parked? If that's not part of your normal daily routine, that's something that you will start doing when you move here in Arlington. Be ready to pick that skill back up. And if you're buying a home, there's gonna be competition. And the competition can be intense. You see, desirable properties often attract multiple offers, multiple buyers are interested. Buyers need to be prepared to move quickly when the right opportunity appears. That drives the prices higher and higher and higher. And as a buyer, you're often up against multiple offers. And the other buyers may be competing with cash or offering deadlines, or just with the limited inventory, it gets competitive when purchasing a home. So who should think twice before moving to Arlington? If your top priority is getting the most house for your money, Arlington may not be the best fit for you. So if you prefer a quieter suburban environment with less density, fewer people, there may be better options elsewhere in Northern Virginia. And if your daily life doesn't require access to DC or Metro or Arlington's amenities, you may find yourself paying a premium for benefits you don't really use. This is a question many buyers ask me all the time. If I'm not moving to Arlington, Norm, where else would you consider? Where else do you recommend? And if you love the idea of Arlington, but you want a little bit more space, larger house, bigger yard, maybe a slightly quieter environment, take a serious look at Falls Church City. It offers a strong sense of community, the excellent schools, walkability in many areas, and a charming small town feel, while still providing quick access to Arlington and Washington, D.C. Another community worth considering is Vienna, Virginia. Vienna is in Fairfax County. This is just south of Tyson's Corner. It tends to offer larger lots, more traditional suburban neighborhoods, It has a vibrant downtown area, excellent schools, a strong sense of community, and many buyers who initially focus on Arlington eventually discover that Vienna or Falls Church City gives them the lifestyle they want with a little more breathing room. So my final thoughts here are this, at the end of the day, Arlington isn't about getting that biggest house. Really, it's about buying into the lifestyle. Sometimes this is exactly what people have been searching for. For others, the trade-offs, well, they're simply not worth the cost. So again, I'm not here to convince you to move to Arlington. I'm happy to help you talk through this and make the best decision for your family, your lifestyle, and your budget. If you're considering a move to Arlington, Falls Church, Vienna, anywhere here in Northern Virginia, leave a comment down below and let me know what you're looking for. And if you'd like more honest local insights about living here in Northern Virginia, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I specialize in helping buyers identify opportunities before they hit the market and positioning sellers to maximize value. Email me, all of my contact info is below. And if you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, comment on which Arlington neighborhood you want to see next. I'll see you in the next video.